behind the back door and get that old-fashioned type of pain.
Oh man, so it looks like here, man, Colorado.
As soon as I praise them, you know what they want to do? They want to come out the next week and get absolutely bamboozled, 28-10. They took them behind the woodshed and they banged it out.
Exactly.
I mean, we even got a video here of them. Was this them trying to get hype?
I mean, yeah, this is the
they whimpered.
This is the video of them trying to get hype. And then we got Shedeur Sanders basically putting the blame on everybody else besides him. Then we gonna come back and let you know more details of how crazy this game was.
Apology of my co-host.
You hater. My apologies be amazing.
Apologize. Remember from South Park? The death school.
I mean, how many times did Rowley get touched?
You said what?
How many times did Rowley get touched? There was able, like, of course, whenever you're able to run the ball consistently, and whenever you're able to, then that opens up the pass, you know. But it's just like you gotta understand like what your team good at. So it's like, why would we keep running the ball if we out there and we get in a situation where it's a must get and we don't get it?
Are those kind of like 4th and 1 conversions that haven't gone your guys' way in the last couple of, is that kind of playing into everybody's mind? Is that kind of something on your mind thinking about, advancing the ball and whatnot?
Nah, I'd rather, if we're going to go down, I'd rather go down swinging, honestly, because I know I could throw the best punch.
I don't know I could throw the best punch, but I guess that punch wasn't strong enough, man.
Oh my god!
So right now, man,
punch was a little whimper.
So right now, Colorado was on a 3-game winning streak against Nebraska, man. Last time they played Nebraska, they won 14-36. But I mean, this game was bad out the gate, man. By the time it was 14-0, Shiloh broke his forearm after he made 2 tackles. So now he's gonna be out for a while now. I mean. Have you ever heard anybody that broke their forearm?
No, I've never broken an arm or a leg, but I think for an arm, like you could get back playing in like 4 to 6 weeks, because you can play with an arm cast. They allow you to play.
See, I mean that's great, but he cornerback. Would you want a cornerback playing with an arm cast?
I mean, yeah, it's not like he's catching it anyways.
True. So you had that situation. Then by halftime, it was already 28-0. So, I mean, it was embarrassing. I mean, the whole time they were talking about how, like, Colorado, their O-line is trash. Well, last year talk about their O-line is trash, their D-line is trash. But, Deion Sanders just got there. He building it up. And this year, they're talking about how...
It's the same thing, man.
Yep.
It's fool's gold. Last year, it seems like, they barely win out the gate. I mean, they win out the gate, and then they just start getting smashed. So this year, they start getting smashed early.
But baby Mahomes.
It's like their O-line just is absolutely unacceptable every year. I don't know, like, are they not, like, recruiting O-line? Or are they focusing too much on the skill positions and not focusing on the O-line? Because no matter how good your quarterback is, if you don't give him any time to operate, he's not going to do anything. I mean,
True.
If he's under pressure all day, like, for example, the Steelers, getting that pressure all day long, you're going to make it tough. You're going to make him throw some picks. You're going to make him get a fumble.
Facts.
So
I mean, but with Shedeur, I mean, he had a decent game, 244 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Man, that interception was nasty. He threw a pick. The cornerback jumped the route, and took it to the house for a pick 6. I mean, so that's how they got one of their scores. It would have been a close game
for sure.
It would have been a close. It would have been a close game if that didn't happen. But I mean, yeah, it's like my coach said. Like this team right here playing, they not gonna win any bowl. They're not gonna get to any bowl games.
They're not getting in the playoffs.
If they can't be ranked opponents. I mean, Nebraska wasn't even ranked yet, but they got an O-line. They got to start beating teams with a line. Because what you going to do when you go against LSU? What you going to do when you go against Alabama? Like, your people small.
By 40.
Exactly. And also, when I was reading and doing my research on this, I heard, like, once Nebraska got the 28 points, they started playing it safe because they was, like, playing it safe after that, after the second half started because they was already up. They knew They knew Colorado couldn't get back up. And then Travis Hunter, he over here still playing both sides. Like, you getting blown out, son. Like, why is you playing cornerback even though he did almost get a
He's
pick?
got that never say die attitude. You gotta love it.
True that.
But no, you gotta understand. You gotta protect yourself at that moment. Like in the NBA games, they getting blown out by 20 points, and there's like 7 minutes left or 6 minutes. They're like, pull the starters. We ain't got it tonight. Let the bench guys get to go.
Exactly. And Travis Hunter was we had 4 catches for a $110. I mean, that's good. But I mean, back to the whole Colorado team, there was 4 and 14 on third down conversions. You can't be
That's not gonna get it done.
You definitely can't get it done like that. I mean, that's just embarrassing. And then also people were talking about Shedeur and how he left the game with 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left on the clock. He was just embarrassed. He couldn't watch the rest of this. So we gonna see how this goes. I mean, honestly, I don't even feel like Deion Sanders is gonna be in Colorado that long. I give him at least until a year or 2 years after his son graduates and gets drafted to the NFL. He's just gonna move on to the next thing.
Do you think he's gonna stay at all after he's done?
Nah.
Or do you think that once his sons are done, that he's done?
He's gonna leave. I mean, he's gonna leave for like a year after that. Because I mean, I don't see him being a college coach. I mean, I think he's only doing it for his son so he can make sure his son gets a first round draft pick and get guaranteed money.
Do you think he'll be done coaching after that, or is he gonna try to go pro?
Ooh, what if he goes pro and coaches the Cowboys?
Cowboys could use a new coach.
Cowboys gonna need everything.
Hey, they won today.
True that.
Crappy Browns.
True that. But the next game right now that Colorado has to play is Colorado State. They're gonna be playing them on September the 14th.